What up? What up? Let's do it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. We are back officially dropping videos on this channel. So I hope y'all ready. This is our first live in a long time, and them uploads is coming too. All right, let's make sure everything is cool. It's our first live in a long time, and them uploads is coming too. All right, bet. Let's plug this phone up because it's dying real quick. All right, everything looking good. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Leader Conscious One. Bang, bang. All right, man. And the documentary, man, is finally happened. It finally came out. That Sean Combs, the Reckoning documentary on Netflix by executive produced by 50 Cent. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, man. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. If you haven't watched that, you need to watch it. All right, there's a lot of things that's in there that we're gonna break down. So I hope you're ready. Let's get ready. Let's talk about it. All right, start off. We're gonna start off with the uh the Biggie and Pac situation, right? So a lot of people, even Gene Deal alluded to, he might have been, when it comes to Biggie Smalls, he is the reason why Biggie Smalls, you know what I'm saying, passed away because Biggie was supposed to go to out of town, right? But you got a video of Puff saying, "No, nah, man, Biggie wanted to go." No, the guy who was supposed to go with Biggie to go to Europe, he actually confirmed in the documentary that is true. They were supposed to leave and go there. There was, and he begged him to stay in Cali. That is what the story. I think one of the stories was he's supposed to never go to Cali. Then he begged him, and then he's supposed to leave. I think after like a show or something, he's supposed to leave, but he begged him to stay. So all in all, that's he was supposed to go to Europe instead of staying or going. It's two different stories. One is he's supposed to never go at all, and then the other one, the guy in the series, like, oh, he's supposed to leave, but Puff begged him to stay. All right, so that has been confirmed. He was supposed to go to Paris instead of be in LA or staying in LA. Either however the story pan out, right? All right, so with that, and then uh he was jealous of Pac and Biggie relationship. Now, remember, remember when Freddie from Making the Band went on Art of Dialogue and he said, "Hey, you can never play Pac around Diddy." Remember that? Remember Freddie from Making the Band? He was on Art of Dialogue and he said, anytime he played Tupac, Diddy would go crazy, right? So that line up. That lines up with Tupac never like. Uh, Sean Combs never liked Tupac, and then Biggie and Tupac had a real tight relationship. All right, they showed that. They showed that Biggie and Tupac had a real tight relationship, and that Puffy was jealous of it. They even got pictures where Tupac showed up to one of Biggie's I don't know if it was a birthday bash or something. Tupac was right there on stage with him, and you could tell that something was wrong. But the guy, one of the narrators, one of the guys that was part of the team, he said he wanted Tupac to get down with them, right? And he said Tupac like, nah, man, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm here to support Biggie, and that's it. And then that that's what one of the turning points where Sean Combs stopped liking Tupac. Now I don't know how true that is. That's what the guy in the documentary said. He said he wanted to because he seen they was locked in. They always supported each other. But he said, nah, Tupac said, nah, man, I'm only here for Biggie, bro. I'm gonna do my own thing. That could be it. All right, that's one thing. Hit that like button, share button, subscribe button, man. We are officially back dropping videos and going live over here. Let's go. All right, so that's how that situation got rocky. Because if you remember, if you followed, there is pictures of Tupac and Biggie in the beginning together, really doing their thing together. And Tupac took Biggie on tour with him, let him open up for him. So all that footage is in there. Okay, that footage is in there. So it's like, okay, now it makes sense. All right. Then you go to Tupac. You know what I'm saying? While Tupac starts shooting at Biggie. I mean, shooting at Biggie and Sean Combs. Because remember, after he got shot, somebody called Tupac and said Biggie man did it. Right? So that's how people wonder like why he blaming them? Why he blaming them? And then you got a video of Biggie saying, "Hey man, why he coming after me, man? Why he saying we did it? That's crazy." Who that is? What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing, man? Hit that like button, share button, subscribe button. We in here. We back. We back. Right? So Tupac is like this. Hey man, you the king of the city. This is your city. You and Puff is the big dogs here. Y'all can't find out who shot me. And then they said, how the hell they know I was coming anyway? Who that is? Heather. How you doing, Heather? Heather, like, share, comment, subscribe. So Tupac was wondering, and people around Tupac was like, how did they know it was coming? If nobody was supposed to know we coming, bro. Nobody, right? Puffy didn't know it was coming. What's his name? Biggie Smalls, Little C's. They all didn't know Tupac was coming. There was a guy, right? There was Puffy. It was one of Puffy guys that he wanted Tupac to do a song with, right? So that's why Tupac was there. He said, "Hey man, I want you to do a song with one of my guys." Tupac was like, "All right, man, whatever." Right? So Tupac was going to that studio to do a song with one of Biggie's or Sean Combs' guys, right? So that's why Tupac was like, "Did you set me up? Because I didn't tell nobody I was going there. I didn't tell Biggie I was going there. I didn't tell no Little C's." When he seen Little C's, he said, "What up?" Remember in the video, the video said Little C's went in and told Big, go watch it, y'all. Little C's told Big, "Hey, Tupac down there." He said, "Hey, tell that nigga to come on in." So nobody knew Tupac was coming up there except I think Sean Combs. I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's like, no, it's a conspiracy. Sean Combs is the only one that would know Tupac is coming. If that was Sean Combs' guy that Tupac doing the song with, then he would know if he coming to the studio or not. That's the only way I can make it is, bro. That's the only way I can make it is. So Tupac start putting two and two together. He like, nah, man, ain't no way, bro. If you can't find out who did it, then I'm gonna say you had something to do with it. And that's basically how Tupac took it when he first came out. Now there's a vibe. Remember the classic vibe interview from Tupac? Remember that? The classic vibe interview from Tupac when they let it out in clips, but he said he's sure that Sean Combs has something to do with it. He said, because I'm hearing things, I got shit to back it up, and people calling me. He said, people calling me from jail saying, "Hey man, those are Biggie boys who did that. They bragging about it." Remember that? That vibe video. Okay? So that is another reason why Tupac blamed them and he started going at it. Now, I don't believe Biggie knew nothing about this, y'all. I think Biggie was in the dark with this, and Sean Combs is the one who is cool with all that. I think Sean Combs set it all up, and Biggie had nowhere to do with it. And if you remember, Gene Deal said there when all this East and West Coast stuff, Biggie and all of that, and the East and West Coast started getting big and big, they were supposed to squash it. There was a meeting. Suge Knight, everybody supposed to, Tupac, they're supposed to squash this shit. And he said Sean Combs is the one who did not show up. He wanted to keep going. Okay. And remember, Gene Dill said it, and somebody else came back and backed that up. I can't remember who did it. Somebody else came back and backed that up, backed that claim up that it was supposed to be a peace treaty. But Sean Combs is the one who did not show up. Okay, he did not show up. So that's how that came about. People want to know. That's why they say he had something to do with Tupac and Biggie death, right? Because he's in the middle of that. He could have squashed it a long time ago, and he didn't. He allowed it to keep going on and on. Then the media kept spinning it, and the media kept spinning it, and it got bigger and bigger. Everybody know when the media get a hold of it, they can make it bigger than what it is. Remember, there's another video of Tupac talking about, "Hey man, the media, it ain't that big. The media doing that." Remember, Tupac called out the media for making it. He's like, "Man, it's just Death Row. It's just Death Row and Bad Boy. That's it." Tupac did a video saying that. Remember that? Okay, so don't forget about that. All right, so the Biggie and Tupac thing is crazy. It does look like he orchestrated it and has something to do with it. His jealousy of Tupac and Biggie's situation it looked like it had something to do with it, right? Boom. Now, when it comes to Biggie paying for his own funeral, now that's crazy. I didn't know Biggie paid for his own funeral. So the guy, one of the guys that I forgot the dude name. He's one of the guys that's inside that's running the business, right? I forgot his name. It's something Bonds. I forgot his name, right? So he's handling all the money, all the flights. He's handling everything when it comes to Bad Boy and what they doing. When they come in, go out, everything, right? Cool. So when Biggie passed away, he said, "Hey man, we're gonna do it big." He come to him. He said, "Hey, we're gonna do it big for Big, man. A big New York funeral for our boy Big. It's gonna be big, monumental, right?" And then when Puffy found out how much the funeral cost, he came back and said, "Nope, we're gonna make Big pay for his own." So somehow they was able to forged the documents or the documents they forged the documents, or it was they went back and revised the contract of the royalties and all of that stuff and made Big pay for his own funeral, y'all. He made Big pay for his own funeral, y'all. Bro, this dude is straight evil, right? So boom, he said that one dude said, "I ain't doing that," so he got fired. All right, he got fired, right? Now this guy who got fired, remember, he was there from the beginning when Bad Boy first started. He was right there when everything started. He got 25% of Bad Boy. 25%, right? So one day P. Diddy comes to him and say, "Hey, yo, bro, I need that 25% back because I'm about to make this major deal. Like, I got this deal I'm trying to get, so I need your 25% back. But I promise you, bro, I'm gonna give it back to you. I promise you." And he said, "Nah, bro, I don't want to do that, right?" But he said Puffy came in with a bat. Either Puffy in the bodyguard, but somebody had a bat ready to swing on top of his dome, Louisville Slugger style, if he didn't give up that 20%. So he said he sat there and he was like, "Nah, bro, nah." But then he's like, "Hey man," he felt pressured to give up that 25%. So he gave it up and he explained. He's like, people like, "Why you do that, bro?" He's like, "Man," he said he admitted he was scared, but he's like, "Man, I was here from the beginning and I want this to flourish." So he gave up his 25% and never got it back, bro. He never got his 25% back, bro. Never. He said he would call Puffy. Puffy would ignore his calls, and then Puffy would give him like the runaround about, "Oh, yo, it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen, bro. Give me a minute, bro. I'm trying to get everything together, bro." And never happened. He tried to sue Puffy for his 25%, and the court said, "Oh, you filed too late." The courts told this man he filed too late to sue him for his 25%. Shit crazy, right? All right, now a lot of people want to know, why is Puffy the way he is, right? Why is he like this? Now, a lot of people that are around Puffy in the documentary tells you why he is the way he is, right? Okay, boom. So they let him know, look, man, Puffy dad was like in the streets like that, real player pimping style, right? So his mom emulated that inside the house. So Puffy had the jackets, he had all this. After a while, when mom started getting her money together, she started having nice things like that. Boom. Okay, so Puffy's like, oh, so Puffy always had that in the back of his head. He wants something like that. And he looked at the street guys and the pimps as something, saying, powerful, and he wanted to emulate that. So whenever he got the money, you can see he started to do that. All right. And remember, his dad was part of that life too. All right. So, and then they said um Puffy mom would beat him. Okay. They said Puffy mom would give him good beatings. So think about that. The dad is probably in and out of his life. He getting picked. They did say he got picked on too. So he getting picked on, right? And then, whatever happens at home, he get beat. And so they said that could have that's when it comes to abuse, they saying it comes from the mother. The friends, the people that was around him, they said that abuse part, like, it comes from the mother. They believe it comes from the mother. They say he used to get them crazy beatings. Okay. Boom. The mom did not want to speak on it, right? So now a lot of people are like, okay, why is Puffy treating the artists the way they are? Why does he F over his artists? Why does he play games with them? Okay. Now it lets you know inside the documentary is Andre Harrell, right? One of the top guys that was there. that helped that ushered Puffy in, right? He told Puffy, "Don't ever care about your artist. It's all about you." Because we all wondered, why is he so evil like this, right? When it comes to the artist, why is he so evil like this? Andre Harrell told Puffy from the gate, "Don't you ever care about your artist. It's all about you. They're nobodies." And we always wonder, right? Total, um, what was it? Is Total SW? No, is SWV over there too? I'm not sure. I know he had Total, Mary J. Blige, he had the Locks, he had Biggie, he had Craig Mack, right? G Dep and everybody else, and they asked, people want to know, why are you doing your art? Why do you play games and why do you take money from them? Mace and all of them, right? And they said Andre Harrell told him to do that. He learned from the people inside the business. Andre Harrell told him, "This is how you get over on your artist." And so that's how he started structuring his deals like that, right? Boom. Now you want to know, Andre Harrell is the one who told Diddy, "Hey man," he was pretty cool. He's like making them parties and all of that. He's like, "Hey, you really want to be part of this industry? You really want to be part of it?" Puffy's like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm really trying to get on." He said, "Okay, I got a job for you. Jodeci, right out the gate." I believe it's Jodeci. Was it Jodeci? I think it was Jodeci. I think Jodeci was his first project. And if you can help record hits with this group, it's on. So Jodeci's out the park, right? So then Jodeci come, Mary J. Blige come, and I think Heavy D and the Boys. Then you had Al B. Short. And so he responsible for a lot of those, making a lot of those hits. And you wonder, a lot of us wonder, why does he like sampling so much, right? Why does he like sampling? Why is he's like this one of the sample kings? He always like to do remix, right? Okay, there is, I forgot where actually, but he heard somebody. I don't know if it was I think it's at the very beginning of his career. Somebody was playing, um, somebody at the studio. They put R&B vocals over, I forgot what beat it was. It was a certain beat, and they blended in R&B vocals, right? And that's what that hard type of beat mixed with R&B came from when it comes to P. Diddy, basically. Somebody was in the studio and they say, "You know what, let me try this." And it sounded good. And that's why P. Diddy started coming out with them remixes. "Oh, you know what, let me sample this." That's why he became the sample king, because one day in the studio, one of the DJs, they did that. They sampled one of the R&B groups over a nice type of hard sample, and it sounded good. So that's why got that Mary J. Blige, like all that type of stuff. It came because of that, all right. And so then so on and so forth. You got it like that. So that's why he became the remix or sampling king. That's how it became that. And we gotta admit, he got a good music for ear. Puff Daddy got a good music for ear. You can't deny that. Okay. So that's how he started. Andre Harrell pulled him in and told him, when it comes to the artist, you basically take everything, trick them, make them believe this, sell them a dream, but you find a way to make the money. You get most of the money. They don't. So you find out Craig Mack was broke. I bring it, new flavor in your ear. Craig Mack, new flavor in your ear. That's what was crazy. And then look, before we say about that, you wonder why. Why is P. Diddy all in the videos? Oh, because Andre Harrell told him, involve yourself every way you can with your artist, and you could get paid from it. Yeah. Because we all wonder, why is he always in the damn video, man? Like, this song ain't got nothing to do with you. Get the fuck out the video. Andre Harrell told him, involve yourself in everything your artist got going on, and you can pay yourself. The video, the album cover, this. If you do that, you could pay yourself. And he did. So that's another reason why he's always in the videos, because they got a way in the industry where you could pay yourself. So Craig Mack was broke. Craig Mack's wife was on the video and let everybody know Puffy wasn't paying him. He wasn't getting paid nothing. He was stealing all the money. Got the number one, got one of the hottest songs out. Craig, do favor in your ear, ain't getting no goddamn money. They said they came to a show and asked Puff Daddy for some money. He said he put out a wad of money and gave him only $100. So he never Craig Mack, everybody, man. That's why Mace was going on him. 112. Remember 112 left? The Locks went in on him. I think Mary J. Blige is probably the only one who didn't publicly go at him. But I mean, I don't know. But the 112 left because of bad business. The Locks left because of bad business. The Blocks went after him publicly. Mace went after him publicly. Um, yeah, man. Diddy, everything they say about him is true, y'all. Everything. Diddy doing stuff to women was way before Cassie. He been doing that. And so when people are looking at why did he get slapped on the wrist? Because no matter what people think, right? Diddy makes those people a lot of money. A lot of money, right? So no matter what people think, he was able to get out of stuff because they are he can pay lawyers, pay this, pay somebody to take the rap for him, like Shine did and all of that. I just pin it on Shine and all of that. Yeah, Shine forgave him, but then remember, like a couple years ago, Shine came out like, nah, man, I ain't do it. Then the girl came out, it wasn't Shine, it was that nigga. So it's a lot of things, J-Lo finally left because it was too hectic. So the more powerful he got, the more evil he got, right? The bigger his ego he got, the more nasty he got, right? And the more powerful he got, he just start doing it. Remember, in the industry, they are told to mess over the artist. So you think they're gonna care if he mess over the artist? No, because everybody doing it. So he can violate the artist, he can threaten the artist because everybody else is doing it. If you do history, music industry, they've been doing that. They'll threaten the artist, they'll unalive the artist, they steal all their royalties, they'll let somebody else steal their stuff. So Puffy got groomed and they showed him if you want to be big in this business, you just take everything from your artist. And so that's what he did. They showed him the ropes and he did it. So people are like, why you get away with it? Because that's how it goes. And he was cool with it. And he cool with it. He's cool with it. That's what's going on with that. So in a nutshell, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Go watch the documentary, man. You'll be surprised. I think it's 4 episodes. I think 50 will probably drop some more episodes or do some more documentaries on people because on Instagram he asked, "Hey, y'all like it? I might do it again." So I believe it's way more stories than this. I think they can bring some more series. I think they can drop 4 more episodes because that documentary was real good, man. They put together real good. Capricorn, I think Capricorn Clark let you know how wild he did her. Misha was kind of crazy how he got her. Don Abrio Day was in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Abrio Day got a email or a message from somebody she never knew and said, "I seen you get raped by P. Diddy in a bodyguard." And she's like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, I walked in on her. I seen it. You was gone. You was out of it, but they still was having their way with you." And Abrio Day don't remember none of that. She's like, "So I don't want to come out and say it's true because what if the person just making it up?" But Abrio Day says she doesn't remember that. But remember, they was always drugged up. They was mostly drugged up. I mean, Abrio Day said she left because she didn't want to participate in that with him. So it's not too far fetched. But yeah, man. All in all, man, that documentary is good. 4 episodes. I'm hoping they drop some more, or he drop a documentary on other people. As I think 50 got a good eye. Of course, if you watch some of his TV shows, you can see he got a good eye and talent of that. And then when he Don of Thieves, he's part of that. That's a good 1-2. That's a good sequel. And they about to do Don of Thieves 3 too. So salute to 50, man. Again, man, some people don't like it, some people do. So go ahead, go check it out. I'm your boy, Lee the Conscious One. We are officially back. I will be dropping more uploads again, and we'll be going live dropping more uploads. All right. I see y'all when I see y'all, man. Go watch the documentary, come back to the video, and let me know how y'all think about it. Peace.